chegando mais um vídeo de vídeo, se geral todo mundo muito bem-vindo. Muito obrigado por assistir todos, quem deixou o like, pra quem deixou o follow, pra quem comentou. Então é isso aí, galera, bora aí mais um videozinho. Começamos aí de onde exatamente paramos no último vídeo. E simbora, né, galera? Simbora pra não perder tempo. Então vem, maluco.
The gods made you a warrior of words and blood. It's your calling. When there is a new road ahead, the only one that makes sense.
Toca a boia, mano. Toca a boia.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it. She can still do it. Surprise! We're winning. She's hurt. She's injured. She won't make it.
Aí é mentira, meu jogo.
Defend yourself. Stop. Quickly get up. She's hurt. She won't make it. Do it. close! He can read. You want it? Too many of them. Find a good position. But don't let them behind you. Quickly get up! They're coming! It's not over. It's not over. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you. Defend yourself. Get up quickly. It's not over. It's going. Finish this. Behind you.
Um pouquinho mais tenso agora, hein, galera? Porra. Esse pulão é do caralho. Nem lembro de onde é que eu vim, mano. Eu tô desse tempo.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, she will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Isso aí, repete, né?
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases them.
Agora volta pelo...
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Agora já abriu o portão, avança mais um pouco.
song again.
What is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's
Enough.
It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
tem nada aqui. Vou interagir.
There it is. You're imagining this. It's Dylan. He's gone. You were so slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was he tricked you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. Is it true?
There he was,
Where is it?
the lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
Where is it?
She remembers the first time she saw
Under
him.
the tree. You can see
To her young eyes,
you have to
he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The glue lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out, so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay. The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Foto aí pra ser lido.
Here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. One day, an old man came onto the battle, and here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
É, galera, achei o último totem, mano. Mas legal, eu passei aqui. Todas as vezes que eu zerei o jogo, eu passei aqui, tá ligado? Não foi uma, não foi duas, não foram três, foram 4 vezes. Essa é a 4ª vez que eu tô zerando o jogo. E eu consegui achar o último totem. Esse é meu primeiro jogo, então eu fiz 100% das conquistas. Poderia ser um jogo melhor, né? Porque é um jogo que eu curto pra caramba, tanto que foi o primeiro que eu escolhi pra criar conteúdo no YouTube. Top demais, velho. Top demais.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. But you really think it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. Deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even follow. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dilly. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Ryan? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Então é isso aí, galera. Vamos ficando por aqui. Obrigado por ter assistido. Obrigado por ter ficado até o final aí. Espero mais uma vez que vocês gostem do nosso humilde trabalho. Simplesmente feliz com tudo que tem acontecido comigo. E devo muito isso a vocês. Então é isso, galera. Valeu. E até a próxima vez.